Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down all the latest Indianapolis Colts news with that insider edge. The Colts are coming off a heartbreaking overtime loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, and now they've got a massive AFC South showdown against the Houston Texans on deck. With the road getting tougher in the second half of the season, every detail matters. Injuries can make or break these crucial games, especially when you're fighting to stay in the division race. Today, I am diving into the latest injury report straight from the team, just a few days out from kickoff. Stick around as we unpack what's really going on behind the scenes and how it could impact Sunday's matchup. Let's get right into the heart of it. Quarterback Daniel Jones is the big story here. Sources confirm he's dealing with a fractured fibula in his lower leg, a report that first surfaced last Thursday when he popped up on the injury report with what was initially called a calf issue, but it was quickly corrected. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport broke this down, noting that Jones has been pushing through the pain, and videos from The Athletic's James Boyd show him hobbling a bit during drills but still throwing play-action passes. One source close to the team said he looked good in practice today, and remarkably, Jones was a full participant on Thursday. That's the toughness we're talking about, no question there. But let's be real, his throws didn't look as fluid or fast as usual, and he skipped some reps, which makes sense given the injury. Head coach Shane Steichen isn't confirming or denying the specifics, sticking to his script by saying Jones will be good to go against Houston. We all know Steichen's poker face, but the fact that Jones is full go is a huge relief for this offense. Now, why does this matter? Jones has been lights out for the first half of the season, trampling opponents and keeping the Colts in the playoff hunt. A fractured fibula isn't something you just shake off. It's a stability issue in the leg that powers your dropbacks and mobility. If he's not at 100%, that could mean shorter drives, more reliance on the run game, and less of those deep shots that have defined this team's attack. The Colts can't afford to lose their starting QB right now, especially with backup Anthony Richardson SR, still on injured reserve recovering from orbital fracture surgery. His 21-day practice window hasn't even opened yet, so he's out indefinitely. That leaves Riley Leonard as the current backup, the Day 3 draft pick who led Notre Dame to the national championship game last year. Leonard's got potential, but throwing him into a divisional rivalry against a Texans defense that's been opportunistic, not ideal. The team needs Jones under center, pain and all. Shifting to the defense, there are some positive developments. Cornerback Sauce Gardner was full participant after being limited on Wednesday. That's huge. He's only suited up in 2 games so far for the Colts, but his progression suggests he'll be ready for a third against Houston. Gardner's a game changer when healthy. His coverage skills could neutralize whatever the Texans throw at us. Then there's defensive tackle Neville Gallimore, also full after ramping up snaps with DeForest Buckner sidelined. Gallimore's been stepping up, and his full participation means the D-line should have more depth to pressure C.J. Stroud. Linebacker Jalen Carlys is another name to watch. The Colts opened his 21-day practice window last week, but they held him out against the Chiefs to ease him back. He started 6 games last season but landed on IR before Week 1 this year. With Jermaine Pratt now in the mix, his role might be rotational, but full participation for the second straight day is promising. He's got the speed and instincts to bolster the linebacker core, especially in run support against Houston's ground game. Overall, the Colts' injury report shows resilience. Several key defenders returning or ramping up could tilt the trenches in our favor. But it's not all smooth sailing. We've got to monitor Jones closely. If that fibula holds up, the Colts stay aggressive. If not, it forces adjustments that could expose vulnerabilities. Now, flipping to the Texans' side, their injury report brings some intriguing matchups. Quarterback C.J. Stroud is full participant after sitting out 2 weeks with a concussion. That's a massive boost for Houston. They've won without him, but Stroud's back elevates their ceiling. He's on track to play, and with his arm talent, he'll test our secondary. Defensive end Will Anderson Jr. is a DNP with a chest injury, new addition to the report. He doesn't practice Friday. He might sit, which would be a break for our offensive line. Anderson's a sack machine. Without him, the pass rush loses its bite. Linebacker Jamal Hill hamstring and cornerback Johnny Carter hamstring are also DNP, thinning their depth. Limited participants include offensive tackle Blake Fisher illness, OT Trent Brown hand, and DE Denico Autry knee. CB Jalen Pitter is full after his own concussion protocol, pairing nicely with Stroud's return. Strategically, this sets up a fascinating game. For the Colts, protecting Jones becomes priority 1. Keep him upright to let him manage the game. If Anderson sits, we can scheme more play action and get Jonathan Taylor rolling. Defensively, with Gardner and Gallimore ready, we can mix coverages to confuse Stroud early. The Texans' injuries on the edges mean our receivers like Michael Pittman Jr. could find space downfield. Looking broader, this injury landscape underscores the Colts' grit. After that Chiefs loss, where Mahomes stole it despite our defenders returning, we need a statement win to reclaim AFC South momentum. Jones playing through a fracture embodies the next man up mentality, but it's risky. Short term, it keeps the offense humming. Medium term, if it flares up, we're in trouble with Richardson out. Historically, teams with banged-up QBs in divisional games go 50-50, toughness wins out, but so does health. The Colts medical staff has earned trust. They've navigated Buckner's absence well. Projections: if Jones is 80% mobile, we edge out a close one, say 24-20, but Stroud's return makes it a dogfight. What do you think, Colts Nation? Can Jones gut it out and lead us to victory, or should we be worried about that fibula? Drop your takes in the comments. Do we win this one? Hit like if you're hyped for Sunday, subscribe for more insider updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. We'll be back with pre-game analysis soon. Go Colts!